Okay, so following our first video, we're now going to do a resistance test of our injector number 1 here. If you done, this would be one of the tests you would do to distinguish whether there's high resistance within the injector. First thing you have to do is you get your multimeter, make sure it's off. Okay, first check you should do is you should check the leads to make sure there's no damage to the leads. Make sure that the prongs are nice and tight and everything looks in good working order. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to set it to ohms. Now, you bring your meter around to your resistance value. Okay, when you have it set to ohms, you're then going to, this is called calibrating your meter. You're going to calibrate your meter. So you touch your pins together and there should be no internal resistance within your meter or your wiring. So you do this every time you do an electrical test on any component. So what we're going to do is we've looked up using our auto data wiring diagram to find that pin 1 and 2 are the pins that we're going to go on to here today. And what we're looking for is we're looking from 0 ohms to 3 ohms. So I've removed the plug already. I'm going to put my prongs onto my pin 1 and 2 and you'll hear the multimeter beep. This is indicating it's gone down to 0 ohms. That's indicating to me that that's a good injector, that there's no high internal resistance within that injector. Now, if I had a suspect high resistance within the injector, I would repeat this process on all 4 injectors, and at the end of that door, I would have my readings that would indicate which one would have high resistance within the injector. The next test we're going to do is we're going to do a noids test. So as you can see here, you always have to refer back to your technical data, and as you can see, it's given me the technical information 0 to 3 ohms. Is 3 ohms is allowed of a resistance value within the injector. Now we're going to complete a noids test. This is a handy tool. You can get different ones on the market at the minute. This one here, these are like wee noids lights, and what you can do is this actually checks the impulse from the ECU down to each injector. Now this is the one here that we're going to use on our vehicle today. You remove your plug like so, you get your noids tester, you put it into your injector. Now I'm going to have to start the vehicle up, but what we're looking for here is when we start the vehicle up, we're looking for the light to pulse. And what I would do is I would repeat this on each injector. So I would remove the plug of each injector and I would do this and make sure that all of them are lighting up. Now the pulse at different intervals, but they all should light up at the same brightness and at the same pulse level. So as you can see there, that injector, the wiring to that injector is pulsing correctly. If in doubt, you would compare it to the others and also refer back to the manufacturer's spec.